Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is a process in which an individual changes its shape after its birth. In this world, there are several beings that undergo the metamorphosis, and in today's video, we will be discussing 4 such animals. They are butterflies, frogs, grasshoppers, and ladybugs. Butterflies. In the life cycle or metamorphical cycle of each butterfly, there are 4 stages: the eggs, the larval stage, the pupal stage, and the butterfly. The life cycle starts with the adult female butterfly laying a cluster of eggs on a plant, which will become the food of the tiny worm-like caterpillars that hatch 4 to 6 days after they are laid. It is in the larval stage that the caterpillar emerges from the egg. It is also known as the feeding stage because the only job for the caterpillar then is to eat. After the caterpillar has enough food or has grown to its full size, it stops eating, and then it enters a chrysalis to begin the pupal stage. In the last stage, the chrysalis opens and the pupal stage is over. The adult butterfly emerges from the chrysalis. It has long antennae, long legs, and compound eyes. When it first emerges, its wings are wet and damp, so the butterfly waits with its wings folded against its body, and when they are finally dry, the butterfly sets off on its first flight, searching for the nearby nectar-producing flowers. Frogs. There are a total of 5 stages in the life cycle of a frog: the eggs, the tadpole with legs, young frog, and adult frog. Frogs lay fertilized eggs. That's where new frogs come from. A female can lay up to 4,000 eggs at a time. The eggs float on the water in jelly masses or clusters. Then the tadpole hatches from the egg. When the tadpole hatches, it looks more like a fish than a frog. A tadpole lives in the water and breathes through its gills. It eats plankton and other small plants in the water, and it grows for several weeks. During this time, the tadpole starts to develop lungs, so it will be able to breathe when it is out of the air and turns into a frog. The tadpole also starts to grow 2 hind legs. At this point, the tadpole can now be considered a froglet. The froglet grows 2 front legs with a long tail, and this long tail keeps becoming shorter. All the nutrients needed by the froglet are in its tail, so until the tail is fully gone, the froglet doesn't need anything else to eat. The frog's tail will eventually disappear, and from the water the frog will get onto the land. It will start eating different insects instead of plants in the water, and the young frog will take about 2 to 4 years to become an adult. The adult frog will lay the eggs, and the tadpole hatches, and the cycle begins again. Grasshopper. There are 4 stages in the life cycle of a grasshopper: egg, nymph, and adult. This is the first stage of the grasshopper's life cycle. The female grasshopper lays fertilized eggs under the sand or in leaf litter. Then she sprays a sticky substance on the eggs so that it hardens and forms a protective layer which is waterproof around the eggs called the pod. Each pod has 10 to 300 eggs in it, depending on the species. Normally, the female grasshopper can lay up to 25 pods. During the nymph stage, it shreds its skin 5 to 6 times to grow into an adult grasshopper, and this process is known as molting. To survive, nymphs start to eat succulent and soft plant foliage just after hatching from the egg. This stage of the life cycle lasts for about 5 to 6 weeks until it matures to be an adult grasshopper. The adult grasshopper is the final stage of the life cycle of a grasshopper. The lifespan of a grasshopper is about 12 months, and at this stage, the adult female grasshopper is ready to lay eggs. Once she starts laying eggs, the female grasshopper continues to lay eggs at the intervals of 3 to 4 days until she dies. Ladybugs. There are 4 stages in the life cycle of a ladybug: the eggs, the larva, the pupa, and the adult ladybug. The ladybug life cycle begins with an egg. Once she has mated, the female ladybug lays a cluster of 5 to 30 eggs. She usually deposits her eggs on a plant with a suitable prey for her offspring to eat when they hatch. In 2 to 10 days, ladybug larvae emerge from their eggs. Ladybug larvae look somewhat like tiny alligators with elongated bodies and bumpy exoskeletons. In many species, the ladybug larvae are black with brightly colored spots or bands. In the larval stage, all the ladybugs do is eat. It takes about 2 weeks for them to be fully grown. A single larva can consume 350 to 400 aphids. Ladybug larvae usually molt into 4 interstar or larval stages before preparing to pupate. The larval attaches itself to a leaf or any other surface when it's ready to pupate or metamorphose into its adult form. It is in this pupal stage that the ladybug is usually yellow or orange with black markings. The pupa remains still, attached to the leaf, throughout this stage. The ladybug body undergoes a remarkable transformation directed by special cells called histoblasts. They control a biochemical process through which the larval body is broken down and reformed into the adult ladybug. Newly emerged adults have soft exoskeleton, making them vulnerable to predators until their cuticles harden. They appear pale and yellow when they emerge, but soon develop a deep, bright red colors for which the ladybugs are known. If you like this video, smash that like button, share this video, and comment about it. Most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to Thinking Hats. Also, ring the bell icon to get notifications whenever we post new videos. Do you have any questions you want to hunt out the answers for? If yes, then type them in the comment section below and we will take them up for you in any other video. Also, I would love to know your views about my videos, so please comment. Together we learn, so signing off for now. See you guys in the next video.